Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today's video has to do with this hen that I acquired. I'm going to say it's a rescue. I don't know if it's a rescue or not. They just gave me this hen. Basically, this hen was on the cull list, which just means that the owner of this hen was going to kill it off. Has like, I don't know, 6,000 birds, maybe 3 or 4 lofts, tons and tons of birds, like 3 different families. But anyway, this is a Van Reet, right? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's a Belgian bird, Staf Van Reet. Amazing strain of bird. Now, the reason why he was thinking of culling this bird is because it got injured, right? And it's gotten older, and I don't know if it's producing eggs or not. But I thought, you know what? It's such a great line, a strain of bird. Let me nurse it back to health and see if I could possibly breed it in the future. So first off, it's it's a really nice looking bird. It's pretty muscular, great wing structure, nice looking feathers. It's a sprinter, right? It's not considered a long distance bird. It's definitely a sprinter. Great balance on the bird. You can see the tail feather doesn't go up, and it's definitely a good looking bird, good balance. It's got great eye sign. At least to me, it looks like it's got really great eye sign. If I throw light on it, the pupil closes right up. It's got good ring around the pupil as well. Now the problem is, watch, I'll show it to you. This bird took some injuries. So if you look at it, you can see how it's been injured over here. So I got to try to treat it and get it a little bit better. There's some more injury on this side. So I was like, before he kills this bird, let me take this bird, let me try to treat it and go from there. I'm not a big fan of culling birds, especially such great lines of birds as these guys. I think it's really nice, really pretty bird. I would hate to see it killed off, but yeah. So with that said, I'm going to do my best to try to bring it back, and once it heals up, I'm going to try to pair it off. Hopefully it'll breed for me and produce some kind of young. The colors on this bird is really awesome. If you look at the feathers, they look really really nice. Strong bird, strong hen. The cockbirds are always strong, but this bird, being a hen, is pretty strong. It's got some grizzle look towards the head where it's getting some white feathers. And I like the birds with the ticks. This doesn't really have a true tick. It has this long line. But, it still looks really nice. Really pretty bird. I just got to, get him to heal up and do better. And then hopefully once he's doing better, like I said, I'll try to pair him up and breed him and see what he produces. Probably not this year, maybe next year or something. The guy did mention that he has bred this bird recently and the eggs were not fertile. So again, I don't know if the cockbird he had was not fertile or she's not fertile. I'm not really sure what the deal is. Maybe I gotta change up his diet. I know a lot of people say use fenugreek in their diet and use hemp seeds. And that really helps with, making sure the birds lay good, solid eggs. So maybe I could try that. But yeah, so with that said, let's just take a quick look at his wings one more time. So the wing structure looks really good. Definitely you can tell it's a sprinter bird. It's a short distance bird, probably less than 300 miles, like, I don't know, 200 or something like that. We could take a look at the other side. Well, there he goes. Good structure on this guy. And then, even though he's got that injury underneath the wing, I'm trying not to agitate it. Not that big of a distance here, which I like. I prefer this shorter than some of the other birds where I can fit like 3 fingers in there. The keel is pretty solid. Even though it's got the injury, the keel goes up to here, which is basically by the anal area, compared to some of the birds where the keel is less than half. So pretty excited about this guy. I just got to make sure she heals up good. And, you know, hopefully I'll be able to breed her, and hopefully we'll get some young out of her someday in the future. Again, for now, I got to kind of isolate her and just kind of feed her up and make sure she does well, let her molt out a few times and see if those feathers get any better. I do have a cream. I forgot the name of it. A friend of mine who's a vet gave it to me. She's like, you could put it on. It's for aviary birds and will help with the cut. But there's not, the damage does not look too bad. It's just like a surface, like it ripped some of the skin off, and that's about it. But yeah, so let me put this video on pause and I'll let her go and I'll give you some final thoughts. Hey, so I want to give some final thoughts on this this bird and just in general about culling, right? And it kind of drives me nuts. People have these amazing birds, and I don't know why they want to have 6 million of them or whatever amount, 6,600, whatever. But, and I understand they want to race the best of the best, right? And they need to breed a lot, and then from a lot, they taper it down. And then eventually the ones that don't really make it or don't do well fall in their cull list. And that kind of drives me nuts. I hate killing birds. Like, I mean, they would literally just take this bird and snap its neck and just be done with it. I think a better route might be like, you know, let them go at a really far distance and see how many make it back to the loft. And you know, just, it's sort of like a waste of a bird. So I personally would hate to cull birds. And what I'm going to try to do with my lofts is really minimize the amount of birds I breed, right? So I don't want to have, you know, 12 pairs of birds pushing out baby birds every week, or I'm sorry, every week, every few months or every 2 months, and, you know, raise up squeakers and try to train them and whatnot. I'd rather just try to do my best to get, you know, a good quality 6 birds, 12 birds, whatever, young birds kit, a kit of young birds, train them, try to get them to fly really well. The ones I don't like, or the ones that are not performing like I want them to, put them up for sale and try to sell them. And, you know, when you have, you know, a total of 12 birds and you're trying to get rid of 4 of them, it's easy to sell them. You know, sell them really cheap, sell them for $10, whatever, you know, but don't kill them. I feel like there's no need to kill these birds, and these birds are, like I said, amazing strains, amazing lines. I never thought I would personally own such a large amount. It's not even large. I got like 10 birds, but I have a decent amount of amazing strains from Berlin. You know, I found this guy that breeds the African eagle. So I want to see if I could get a pair of those. But yeah, I mean, these are amazing strains. They're good quality birds. You know, I do think a good quality bird genetics plays a role, but then, you know, training plays a role. So when you breed out 600 birds, I don't even know how you train 600 birds at a clip. I mean, it's got to be like a full-time job trying to train so many birds and maintain them, keep records, you know, and just make sure you're placing them. And then, I mean, I'm just thinking a bird could cost anywhere from like $20 to a couple $100 to enter in a race. When you enter in like 600 birds in a race, that's got to be a fortune. Maybe I'm just looking at it wrong. It's just, you know, I'm new to the sport. I'm not even racing, but again, I hate to see the birds die. It's better, I think it's better to try to sell them off, or, you know, see if anyone wants them and so on. And I understand you're giving away your strain that you had of amazing birds, and who knows, maybe one of those birds will produce the next series of winners, but at least they won't die. You know, that's just my take. Maybe, you know, as I keep birds longer and longer, my opinion might change, but for now, you know, don't kill your birds. Sell them off. Maybe breed more quality and less quantity, and go from there. Yeah. So again, just my personal opinion, my final thoughts. Well, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you got a kick out of it, you know, hit the like button, share it, with so on. And definitely subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel, so it would be nice to have more subscribers. So subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.